Guide Dogs is the only provider of large numbers of a mobility aid using dogs in Britain. There's lots of organisations worldwide, but we're the only ones in Britain. And in South Lanarkshire, we've been here for over 20 years now, initially in Larkhall and now in Hamilton. We look after the interests of all guide dog clients in the west of Scotland, from South Lanarkshire all the way up to Shetland. There's not many jobs that you can do where at the end of the week you know you've actually changed something in somebody's life, hopefully for the better. At the end of the day, it's about the dogs and the guide dog owners that I'm here for. We rely heavily on people that give of themselves and volunteer to help us in all sorts of different ways. Without them, we couldn't do the work with paid staff. We have volunteers that look after the puppies, we have volunteers that fundraise, we have volunteers that look after the dogs temporarily, like this wee girl here. Puppy walking forms the foundation of the behaviours that we want from the dogs as adults. So putting them in a kennel, you won't expose them to buses, to trains, to other dogs, to everyday situations on the street. So the puppy walkers develop the good habits in the dog right from the very beginning.
We must have puppy dog walkers because the dogs are too young to train as puppies. They were about a year and 2 months old before they started the harness training. I lost my own dog and I'm a bit old to start with a new puppy, and I feel that I can give something back to people, but I get great enjoyment out of the puppy dogs. I think it's very important, and I personally feel it's a lot of, I give time, but I have time because I'm retired, but time has got to be given to people less fortunate than ourselves.
Last year we lost a dog that we had for over 10 years, and suddenly we were at a loss. And we did feel it deeply, and to take on a new one we felt was just a wee bit too much. And then somebody mentioned puppy walking. I'm involved in it because I think it's a worthwhile job to do. It gives me a lot to do and a lot of pleasure in my retirement. And to walk this puppy and be able to become either a guide dog or something else, if it doesn't make it, but be a guide dog, then I think the training, the breeding that's went into this pup will be a great thing.
The event we're running today is part of Guide Dog Week, which is an event we hold every year. The theme this year is giving visually impaired people sighted guide by members of the public or staff in businesses. The event today is a success because we've got people, normal members of the public, coming to us and talking to us about what we're doing. And the more people we can reach, the better it's going to be for visually impaired people. Visually impaired people, whether they're with a guide dog or a long cane, all have certain situations where their mobility aid doesn't help them. It might be in a shop, it might be at a very busy road crossing or something where they're not sure what's going on. We all see people and we think, oh, are they needing a hand or not? And more often than not, people give people visually impaired people a wide berth. There is a high number of people, there's various estimates about the number of visually impaired people in the UK, a lot higher than people give credit for. Many of us have visual impairments. I wear glasses for distance. A lot of people have visual impairments. And when it becomes a problem getting around, that's when we and other organisations get involved. The environment we operate in is busier, it's more complicated. There are more broken pavements, people parking on pavements, overhanging hedges, plants, etc. it's becoming a more complex environment, so that's why we need to give people mobility aids that work for them, and also where we need the public to help people as well.
I was asked to put on the blindfold and assume the personage of someone who has just newly lost their sight. It was odd in the sense that you were totally reliant on the person who was guiding you.
And basically what I was doing with the Deputy Provost was giving him an idea of what it was like to be a blind person. We're going to make people more aware of how to help visually impaired people if they're offering assistance to them. It's always about awareness. Making people more aware helps our clients in the end of the day, because it means that they can then offer help to our clients and be confident in doing so, and also do it the correct way in order not to put anybody at risk or in danger.